Welcome back, everybody. Part 4. We getting out of Baer. It was a short but lovely stay. We got some good food into us like we used to and some resupply for the next couple of days. So we hit the trail like usual, a little late. So we had a shorter day for us. We only made 10 miles, I think. And listen to that. Whoever thought the desert is boring and just the same all the way through has never tried to hike it. It's changing every step you take, basically. Every hour you meet a new trail. It's sometimes stony and rocky like you just saw and makes those funny crunchy noises. Then it's beautiful with the cacti and all those beautiful flowers. And then you have this foresty area and it's just changing all the time. And it makes the desert so beautiful and unexpected for me. It's really cool. It is day 23 and we did 24.5 miles today. How could that happen? So many miles are unusual for us, but you may see. Does look like every other day, right? Beautiful views, small breaks for a snack, small creatures. We're going to filter our water and enjoy some lunch. But while I'm taking the lunch break, I'm looking at our app that shows us the trail, and it tells us small details about shops and villages and stuff nearby. And there's a mall shop about 6 miles from where we are right now, and it's 3 o'clock. Oh, I can tell you, a milkshake and a burger can motivate you to make some miles. So we did.
Beautiful.
That was graceful.
Very much.
I thought you meant getting water. You mean going across?
Going across, yeah. So beautiful.
That is that rocking the baby.
taking the lead on our hikes. That also means that he's ahead of me and sees more creatures than I do. And sometimes he picks them up for me, so I've got a chance to see them as well, and is telling me about what kind of creature we have. And this one wasn't as willing to be his showpiece. Small victory, 300 miles, and step by step we go.
They must be natives.
I'm not sure you recognize it, but there are a couple of woodpeckers in this tree. I think I counted 6 or 7 back then. Burger and milkshake yesterday, and they were amazing. But something that's even better, that's a really nice bath on a really hot day. And we got just the place. There are some hot springs. So we are following this river, and there are some hot springs. So I was floating around in the cold water, and on my chest, the warm water from the hot spring spilled over the edge. So I had a really nice warm front and a cold back. And sure, some fish swimming around my legs. Can you see what I see? I'm just watching the culprit who shoots through my backpack. Those small little bastards, they know just where to be. Everywhere where hikers are, there are trail mix. And trail mix, that's nuts and chocolate and dried fruit. Those beasts love that. So yep, they got into my backpack and ate my trail mix. Yep. Better luck next time, Reed. This one wasn't having any of your shit. Actually, this one was pretty pissed. I actually kept the camera on it just in case, because I was pretty sure this one is going to bite me in my ass when I walk by. And the trail is not that big, so you can step too much aside. I'm not as close as it looked, so I did zoom in a little bit to try to catch a better picture. But yeah, I'm not far away either, and it did look like it wanted to bite me from behind. Oh, we look a little bit miserable. It was so nice in the hot springs, and right after it was just a really hot, long walk through the sun and no shade. So it was actually much appreciated when we had our first water crossing. So we had to actually walk through the river. There's no other choice to get further on the PCT. And like you can see, we just jumped in with his shoes. I'm not a big fan of wet shoes, so even if they usually dry out pretty fast during the day, this was late afternoon and I just don't like having wet shoes. So I chose to jump into my Crocs instead. So today was a really hot day and it was kind of torture because we hiked beside a lake most of the day and you were just in the mood to jump in there. What I wasn't in the mood for, and I have to apologize for that, is taking pictures. When it's too hot, I just don't feel that good, and sitting there while you have your lunch break and looking all over this beautiful cold water and all of those people who are having fun on it, it is torture. But yeah, I managed to take a couple of good pictures, and we made a really good catch right here.
Common out here, they'll get to be like 2 meters long. This is just a baby. Put you right back where you were.
Another beautiful day, beautiful morning, and lovely views just like we used to. And then we found this cute little guy.
This is a horned toad, a horned lizard. And you can see, look at that.
So cute.
Look at the horns on his head. They're cute.
What a beauty. But so are the landscapes here. It's just beautiful. And it matches him perfectly. It has those sharp edges and roughness to it, just like the little creature. Weed is trying to finesse his snake catching abilities. I'm actually trying to capture pictures of flying creatures like butterflies and bugs, birds. I wasn't really successful right there, but I keep trying. Maybe at some point I get a good picture of all those small beauties you haven't seen yet. It is lunchtime, and luckily right on time. We got McDonald's, and a little further from McDonald's there was a motel where we sent my tent that got repaired recently. So we've got 2 tents on our backs right now, but we're sharing the weight. Weed is taking a part of it and I take the other half until we get into Wrightwood. That's only, I think, 1 or 2 more days. I don't remember right now. World. Good morning. Another beautiful morning to get out for a hike. Look at those clouds hanging in the mountains. It's really beautiful. So today and yesterday and a little bit of tomorrow we will hike through this ski area. And that is quite interesting to think about, that people used to ski down those hills. And we try and huffing and puffing going up and up. But even days like that, you have to get lucky. So we got some trail magic. Thank you, Weed, for doing this little steep climb and getting water for both of us for the next few miles. I really appreciate it. So yeah, like you saw, he was preparing himself to get some water for us, and after that we had a little short break and we hiked a few more miles and set up camp. I set up my new tent again to see how the repair went, and it looks basically fine. So, a short walk in the morning, just, I think it was like 2 miles, maybe 3 max. And then we got picked up by our host. We did rent a cabin for 2 nights in Wrightwood. And then we do what hikers do when they got into town. We, of course, getting food, then having a smaller gear explosion at our place, getting a nice shower and some resupply, and just relax and enjoy the town, the people, and of course, lots of food. So guys, this was part 4 of our adventure. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye. I just have a last thing to say, and that is thank you, Joe, for making this amazing piece of art for me. I love it so much. You've seen it in the last video, but I haven't had the chance to say thank you back then. So thank you very much. I really love it. I appreciate it so much.